Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we looked at pronoun, but we have not looked at everything at all. There are some things that you need to understand about pronoun. We call it the 12 rules of pronoun. These rules, they are the very important key that you should know about pronouns so that you'll be able to operate with them. Let us look at them one by one and see a sample illustration. Number 1, rule 1, what does it say? What does rule 1 say? Subject pronouns are used when the pronoun is a subject of the sentence. You can remember subject pronoun easily by filling in the blank subject space for a simple sentence. Example, dash did the job. I, he, she, we, they, whoever, etc. all qualify and are therefore subject of what? Pronoun. So these are all subjective case. Do you remember that pronoun have case? Pronouns have case. No. Number 2, subject pronoun are also used if they rename the subject. They will follow to be verb. They will follow verb. That is the meaning, such as is, was, were, and will be, been, etc. For example, it is he. This is she speaking. Listen. I know this play point is like, oh, are we serious? It's very technical. I don't understand what is going on. You should understand. Subject. The rule is subject plus verb combination. That is the rule. Subject first followed by verb. Look at it. It is. This is verb. This is subject. It is subject. It is he. So this case now is what? Subject. It is he. Because look up. Why do we use he here? Why not him? Why can't we say it is him? Please note that it is not receiving any action. So those people that say that it is him, that is jargons. It is he. Subject pronouns are always used if they rename the subject. That is the rule. They rename the subject from it to he. That is what they do. It is he. So they rename it from what? From it to it. From it to he, sorry. It is we. Not it is us. Please, this rule is very, very important. Subject pronouns are always used if they rename the subject. Subject pronouns are always used if they rename the subject. So please note it, and you will know it by not seeing anything receiving the action of the verb. If it does not receive the action of the verb, okay? Please note, in formal English, most people tend to follow to be verb with listen. You can see I italize this. So tend to follow to be verb with object pronoun. Be verb with object pronoun, like me, her, them. What are the be verb that you need to know? Some people will use objective pronoun after be verb. Please don't try it in examination. What a be verb is her, were, among. They are the example of be verb. When you are to use pronoun after this be verb plus subject case of pronoun. So this is the rule that qualify this particular case here. Let me rub the board. Come on. Be verb, subject case. Be verb, subject case. If you use subject case there, you are wrong. That's the reason why we say that this construction of what? Be verb plus subject case combination. Many English scholars tolerate this distinction between formal and casual English language. Example, it could have been them. Being is a be verb. Being is a be verb. Being is a be verb. And being is a be verb. But this one follow a verb. This one follow normal. All of this be verb. While this one can start a sentence. Being with you doesn't mean that I am foolish. You can't use this. You can't use this to start a sentence. This is the only one you can use out of those verbs to start a sentence. We are going to start verb discussion by next week. Technically correct. It could have been they. You don't understand what I mean, Abi? This one is wrong. But the one that is technically correct is this. Why is this one is wrong? This is be verb. They now use what? Object pronoun. Them, we beat them. Them is object pronoun. Don't use objective case when you have verb. You use subject case. The correct form is what? Have been they. It could have been they. That is technically correct. It is just me. Hey, error. This is me. No. Correct. It is just I at the door. Be verb plus subject case. Please remember, this is technical rule. Rule number 3. This rule surprise even language speaker and watches when who refer to a personal pronoun. Don't worry, you are going to get it right. And we will analyze it. That is why you are here. Are you getting me now? Please, all these rules, why are we focusing on them? Why are we breaking them down? This is because these are the things that students didn't know that is failing their examination. And ABP, we are exam focused, so we want to trash those rules. That's the reason why when you are analyzing sentence, please analyze some patterns that you have seen their special rules. Remember the either and either, no, that we discussed in the previous class. Look at technical differences. Negation statement, affirmation statement. And yet, many students do not pay attention to this. Look at the case of neither and none negation statement that does not have not in it. Many students will not know that it is already a negated statement. I don't like videos. And your friend said that neither do I. That is negation statement. That is affirmation statement, sorry. Because it does not have no in it. Your friend affirmed that he too does not like that video watching. Please, understanding rules is very, very important when it comes to platforms that tackle examination solution. Because this is what you lack and this is what you are paying for. You are paying for the information and you must get it. And we have done that research. Please justify yourself to ensure that you are getting each of these rules right. Rule 3. When who refer to a personal pronoun, like all these are personal pronouns we know, it takes the verb that agree with that pronoun. It takes the verb that agree with that pronoun. We want to talk about something here. The key word is who. The key word is who. And the following that key word is what? Personal pronoun. Now, in this case, we are looking at what? Who personal pronoun combination. Who personal pronoun combination. What does it say? It takes the verb that agrees with what? With that pronoun. And to know the verb that agrees with a pronoun, you must note the number form of that pronoun. You know that number is a feature of pronoun. It is I. Oh, I'm sorry. Who is here? Personal pronoun is here. And what verb goes with I? It is am. That's the reason why the verb to be used after who depends on the type of the pronoun. Look at the three things tied together. What verb agree with I? Am. But it is I who is sorry. You are on your own. Of course, if you speak it normally, like normal speaking, it is correct. That because you speak it normally, it is correct. But by principle of technical analysis of pronoun rule, you are wrong. Because you don't keep in mind the principle of personal pronoun plus who combination. You is personal pronoun. You are correct. You is no. Don't use that. It is you who are mistaken. Some people say it is you who is mistaken. Jesus. It is you who is mistaken. It's very sweet to speak, but it is technically wrong. You are mistaken. It is you who are mistaken. It is them who are silly. They are silly. Okay? So I believe you've understand this rule and what is wrapped together. Let's move on. Rule number 4. In addition to subject pronoun, we know the subject pronoun, we know the object pronoun. By now, you should be able to classify between them without any argument. Okay? Because it's very, very important. You should be able to know subject pronoun, object pronoun, and possessive pronoun without any confusion. Okay? They are also object pronoun, known more specifically as direct object, indirect object, and object of preposition. That is the position they can take. That is the case they can take. Direct object, indirect object, object of preposition when they follow preposition like to, on, with, for. object preposition include me, him, himself, us, them, themselves. They are object case. She beat me. I beat her. Me and her, objective case. You see, understanding the concept of object, subject, and possessive case is very powerful tools in English language. Understanding the concept of singular, plural, and uncountable is a very powerful tools in English language. Understanding the concept of gender is very important in English language. Jane saw him. Not Jane saw he. Not Jane saw he. Jane saw him. Because who he saw? Him. Give her the book. So we are talking about objective case here. It's very simple. Rule number 5. The pronoun who. The pronoun who, that, and which. The pronoun who, that, and what? Which becomes singular or plural depending on subject. Depending on subject. They become singular or plural depending on subject. If subject is singular, they will be singular. If object is plural, they will be plural. But the singular of who is who. What is the plural of who? The singular of that is that. What is the plural? The plural of that is those. But for who? I'm so sorry. Okay? If the subject is singular, use singular verb. If it is plural, use plural verb. That is the rule. Example. He is the one. He is the only one of those men. You see? Who is always on time. The reason why you will use those here is because of men. Why do we use those here? One of. You look at language, you look at analysis. Why do we use those here? Because of what? One of. It will take plural noun or plural noun. It will take singular verb. We have emphasized this over and over. One of. Each of. All of constructions. All of construction. Go and revise your determinants. Sometimes we must look more closely to find subject. To find verb through subject. We must look closely to find the true subject of a verb. How do we know the true subject of a verb? He is one of. In this case, he is one of those men who are always on time. The word who refers to men. Therefore, use the plural verb are. That is the analysis. Please, this case is very, very technical. But the key behind it is subject to verb identification. If you look at this, he is a singular pronoun, right? Is a singular verb, correct? Singular pronoun, singular verb. Since you use one of here, one of, then it will change. This one now will not be plural now. Then plural now follow. Who, then plural verb. Plural noun, but this one can either be singular or plural. Who does not have singular or plural form. So anyone you use it is correct. then the verb will be what? The verb will be what? Plural. Because those are men are plural, and those are men are plural because of use of what? One of. Do you see the analysis? In sentence like this, last example, many will mistakenly insist that one is the subject, requiring is always on time. They will say that one is the subject, require is on time. Look at it too. This one. Let me clear the board. Oh my God. This one is the subject. Require is always, look at it, is always on time. Is always on time. Look at the construction. They say that one is the subject, require is on time. But look at it this way. Of those men who are always on time, he is one. But the rule that I will tell you is this. If you look at one here, look at the order hierarchy here. He is one. In normal arrangement of sentence, subject is after verb. Object is after verb, object is before verb. Object is before verb, subject is after verb. So that's why it is a subject. You must learn that verb, subject, object analysis. We are going to look at it in later lecture. Rule number 6. Pronouns that are singular. You can see the list of them. I, he, she, but I want you to pay attention to some. Everyone is singular. Everybody is singular. Anyone is singular. Anybody is singular. No one is singular. Nobody is singular. Someone is singular. Somebody is singular. Each is singular. Neither is singular. Either is singular. That is where I say that you should just be patient, that we are going to trash this thing out. We should not jump. You have now seen that neither is singular, either is singular, but they attach plural noun, singular verb. When it comes to what? Either and neither, listen. Remember what we have done in the past. Require singular verb. That is true. But either and neither, they require plural noun because they are talking about choice between two things. That is plural. Now, they require plural noun but singular verb. But they themselves, either, they are singular entity in nature. I have trashed it. This rule is frequently overlooked when using pronouns. Each, either, and neither. Can you see? But each of, what do we talk about them? Plural noun, singular verb. They are still attaching the singular verb. They are all singular. Please note this point here. They are singular. Those three nouns, this one, each, either, neither, always take singular verb. Do not be misled by what follow off. Do not be misled by what? By what follow off. Example. Each of the girls sings. If you don't put this S, error, that is plural verb. Walk is a plural verb. Walks is a singular verb. we turn verb to singular by attaching s, which is opposite of noun. In noun, we attach s to show pluralization in some noun, not all. But in verb, we attach s to show that it is singular. If you don't know, please note it now before we get to the verb by next week. Each of the girls sings well. Each of take plural noun but singular verb. That is the rule. Either of us, plural noun, us. Do you see us? Singular verb. Either us is capable of doing the job. Neither of them. Plural noun, singular verb. Exceptions, which is exam focus. When each follows a noun or a pronoun in a certain sentence, even experienced writer sometimes gets tripped up. This one is incorrect. What is this? The women, each gave her approval. The women, each gave her approval. Let us see what is wrong. Listen, what is wrong here? Women is plural, each is singular, gave is plural verb, but in this case, it is now in past tense form, which we cannot determine if it is singular or plural. Are you getting me now? We cannot determine if it is past form. Our approval. Should we use our or their? In this case, we use their, not our. This is women, their. Don't because of this each in this place. This is a very bitter exception that you must note. The words are and their each end with a silent vowel. The words are and their each end, not ends. End, not ends. Word end with a silent vowel. Word end with a silent vowel. That is the key. Rule number 8. The possessive pronouns, yours. Okay? I have told you something secret about I. You remember that I. Yours, is, as, it, as, theirs, and whose never need apostrophe. Don't use apostrophe, please. Avoid mistakes like as, yours with apostrophe, please. They don't need apostrophe. All this possessive with s in pronoun possessive case with s, they don't take apostrophe, and they normally take that s if they occur as the last word in the sentence. Rule number 9. The only time it's as an apostrophe is when it is like this. So this word, you put apostrophe if you imply this. So that is a short form. It is a short form of it is. This is it is. So when you want to short it is, you put apostrophe s. A contraction form. That is, this is a contraction for it is. Okay? It as. So the only time who is as an apostrophe. So this is, you put apostrophe here because it is a contraction form of who is or who as. There is no apostrophe in oneself. Avoid oneself. Do not put this apostrophe. This is a rule. Oneself, writing together, a comma error. Okay? It is been a cold morning. The thermometer reached its highest reading. So once you see that this thing starts a sentence, it is okay. Read this as it is okay. But if it is possession form, please remove that apostrophe. That's what they are telling you. Rule number 10. Pronoun that end in self are called reflective pronoun. Herself, themselves, himself. They are called reflective pronoun. So, okay. Don't use myself unless the pronoun I or me precede it in the sentence. I, myself, okay? Yes, that is good. Please give it to John or me. Give it to John or me. So, director is calling you and me. Director is calling you and me. Why is it me, not I? Because they are both in subject case. Understand the position, the case position. Are you getting me now? You and I are to do the job. Okay? So, understanding that case is very, very important. That's what that rule is talking about. Rule 11. The use of they and their with singular pronoun is frowned upon. When we frown upon something, that's if we disapprove it. It's not an English. Are you getting me now? It's not English, sorry. It is not English. So when we frown at something, that is to say we disapprove it. We don't, it's something that we cannot do. It's on English, okay? By many traditionalists. To be consistent, it is a good practice to try to avoid they and it variance. E.g., them, they, themselves, with previously singular or noun, like that. So please just try to read this rule by yourself and try to understand it. Maybe you can get what is in there, okay? Not consistent. Someone has to do it, and they have to do it well. The problem is that someone is singular. You see, someone has to do it, and they, you see, someone is singular here. Do you know that it's a singular? Yes. But they is plural. It is not consistent structure. If we change they to he or she, we get a rather clumsy sentence, even if it is technically correct. Technically correct. Someone has to do it, and he or she has to do it well, instead of they. Okay, he or she have to do it well because someone is singular, so we have to use that singular pronoun to complement it. Okay, that is it. Replacing an inconsistent sentence with poorly written one is a bad bargain. The better option is to rewrite. Okay, if you see that a particular sentence does not follow the way it should be, try it in another form. So if it makes sense, rewritten. Someone has to do it, and it has to do it well. So we are still talking about those. So many writers abhor the he or she solution. Okay, following are some example by why writing is a better idea than using he or she, himself, her to keep sentence consistent. Look at this. This is inconsistent. No one realizes when their time is up. Awkward. No one realizes when his or her time is up. No one realizes when their time is up. You can see the problem. No one, singular, and their, plural. No one realizes when his or her time is up. Singular and singular. Normally, this one is correct, while this one is wrong, but you can rewrite it. No one realizes when their time, none realize when their time is up. None realize when their time is up. But the problem is none a plural case or singular case? Check to confirm yourself. It is that because they are, by rewriting, they are proving that is correct. Inconsistent. If you see anyone on the train, tell them. So we'll see anyone is singular, them is plural. If you see anyone on the train, tell him or her. So using him or her is they don't. So now tell anyone you see on the train to be careful. So by reconstruction is better than the inconsistent and the awkward. Although the awkward one is correct, but it will be better reconstruction. So look at it. She was one of those cruise passengers who are always complaining. She singular, was one of those cruise passengers who are does it go like that? No. She is not she are. She is not she are. So who is correct in this place. So this is the correct one. By sentence analysis, you will see the one that is wrong and you will see the one that is right. Each of players correct. Get. Oh, wrong. Plural noun, singular verb. This one is plural verb. This one is wrong. So this one is correct because of the singular verb. Each of take plural noun but singular verb. So this is the end to this lecture. Thank you for listening. A, B, P.